So if you consume a lot of YouTube content, these faces probably look really familiar to you. But there's also an unspoken dark side and truth of how YouTube vlogging and making YouTube videos daily can completely ruin your life.
Years ago, when I was the most hated person on the planet, undoubtedly.
This comes to divorce.
And so in the beginning when we started daily vlogging, you guys even said it, we've changed.
And also being in complete delusion where the whole world will hate you.
Had the whole world against you at one point.
And you think it's fun and games. I'm not gonna sit here and bash daily vlogging, but I'm just gonna be honest. This is the honest truth.
In this video, I'm gonna walk you through exactly why and how YouTube vlogging can completely ruin and destroy your life. From making millions and millions of dollars to ultimately having the downfall of what YouTube vlogging is, to have something that you used to love and do so much become more like a job. But this job does not stop.
In the pursuit of having the most interesting life for my content, I had no life at all.
So if you ever had aspirations of being a YouTuber or a YouTube vlogger, making something crazy like $100 million a month, here are some of the reasons why you should be aware of, and what I'm going to show you is the things that you can take away from YouTube vlogging and what you can learn from all these mistakes. Because in a world where you can just pick up a camera, talk to the internet, and get rich and famous, there's also a lot of things that you might not be wary about. So if you don't know who this is Casey Neistat, one half of the Neistat brothers. He had his own show on HBO and was formerly a dishwasher. Until he ventured into the realm of YouTube vlogging, I consider him one of the original gangsters when it comes to creating YouTube videos. His own unique style and interpretation of taking his own HBO specials and taking that storytelling into the next level is what garnered him a lot of views, because he was different. He did not have any monetization for the first 100 so of his videos, but then the minute that he turned on ads for his YouTube videos, he started making that dollar bill.
$6 grand. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, that covers rent and shit, we got to dinner and daddy's paying.
Yeah.
And then the next month it was 16 grand. And I was like, wait a minute. I was like, 16 times 12, holy shit.
Yeah.
And then the next month it was 60 grand.
The minute that he started pulling in and making his bag when it comes to, we're talking about 5 to 6 figures a month, time that by 12, you're looking at $1 million just by creating content and making that your living. Can you imagine just picking up a camera, no education, no degree, just talking to a camera, telling your story, and next you know, it's almost like a rags to riches format. But the thing is that when you create content, there is something called creator burnout. One of the biggest downfalls of making content is that there isn't a paved path. There isn't something where you clock in your job like a 9 to 5 and you clock out. Content is non-stop, and you feel like every time you post or you don't post, you get left behind in the dust, which is why Casey Neistat posted a vlog every single day. There was another channel called PrankvsPrank, Gina Smith and Jesse Willens, the couple. So you see this couple and you realize whether it's scripted or not scripted, it was an entertainment vlog prank channel. They took their channel from just making these scripted or non-scripted pranks, eventually led to their own BF vs GF daily vlog channel, where you got to see the behind the scenes of their daily lives. From this couple that seemed to have it all together, the internet just seemed to be more and more invested into this relationship.
It's like telling a bunch of kids that their parents are getting divorced, basically. But Gina and I are going to take a break from vlogging. We're going to take a break from each other. I'm going to move to New York City. Gina's going to stay here, and we're going to just take some time off.
When the content itself does not stop and the dollars come in, you always want to do bigger and greater things. And the same long lines of the creator of Logan Paul, one half of the Paul brothers, is that you make so much money, you become and realize that, wait, I can do anything I want for money now because my content becomes money. Anything I record, it's content. And then you realize, you start to get a sense of this lost reality where everything you do is content. So at the end of the day, if you're making money from it, there is no such thing as a moral compass. And you slowly begin to realize there's two ways that can happen. You either A, go insane, or B, you put on a character to show your audience that everything is okay. But in behind the scenes, everything is not okay.
Really, the whole world wanted to see me fucking lose, and I get it. That was the worst part. I got it. I was like, fuck. I need to like make a change right now because this is not me. It's just not.
And we loved each other, and it was fun. But when it got to a point, like for 7 years or however long, when you make videos and you're like doing things because people say to do them, and you're like, do I love this person or am I doing this for the video? It gets to that point. It's toxic.
I was faking being a dad. I was faking being a husband.
This
like
is
when
the
Candace
one-
would look
yes.
at me and have some deep conversation and I'm shaking my head, I'm like, Casey, you fucking act present right now. Act like you're actually listening. Act like you're paying attention. Even though all that's going on in my head is like, gotta get this vlog out, gotta get this vlog out.
So the overall downside of making content, if you haven't taken away, is that you don't want to put your daily life out there, or enough where you realize you don't have this false reality. What I am presenting to you might not be what is actually going on behind the scenes. This false narrative of creating content. Making money online is a non-stop job. And you realize that just because you make money something does not mean you have to invest other parts of your own life, like your marriage, your relationships, taking time off for yourself so you don't burn out and crash and burn. You can also take away that just because these people got rich and famous, you do not need to copy them to get their influence. The reason why they got so popular because they were the first pioneers to do this. What you can take away from that is that just because you copy their events and their own way of storytelling does not mean you're going to get the first when it comes to their millions of views. What you can take away is being original, storytelling. How can you incorporate what you like from them and steal it for yourself? What it does not mean is you should not daily vlog every day. What you can incorporate is your own storytelling and understanding that including too much of your personal life and oversharing, if you are not in the right mental headspace, can ultimately ruin your life. Whether you learn it the hard way, like how Gina and Jesse did as Casey, or you become so delusional, you make the whole world point fingers at you and realize something is not right here, like Logan Paul. And through this and this age of digital media and social media content, you need to realize that you can create your own reality. But that reality needs to have its own checks and balances. And if you are not careful, it can ruin your own life. And if you've watched this far, make sure you subscribe. My name is Peter. I'm a content creator, and I help you create something out of nothing. I too am also on my own journey of content creation because the love of storytelling and the love of how there wasn't a right path when it comes to how to be an influencer. But because the social media is starting to mature, you can learn the lessons and mistakes of all these bigger influencers so you yourself don't end up like them. If you like this video, let me know in the comments below. I help you become a better content creator, and more of these to come. Maybe, maybe not. I'll see y'all in the next one.